Welcome to the Broke is No Joke podcast, a place where we help to enrich the mindset of Black women and to help you develop that winning and wealthy mentality. Have you ever been broke before? Well, if you have been broke before, you feel like you're broke right now, this is a podcast that you want to make sure that you listen to all the topics that we have discussed and for everything that we'll be sharing on this podcast. This is real life stories, real life inspiration, real life money motivation, and encouragement to help you to get off the struggle bus and to step into abundance and prosperity. Today I want to talk to you guys about money mindset and why your mindset is important if you want to have abundance in your life. When you hear people talk about abundance, they're talking about physical, sometimes material things. But to me, abundance is having so much more than money. It is the ability to have the freedom to do what you want, when you want, and not having to ask permission to earn more, to give more, and to live your life freely. So, what is keeping you back from having that abundance in your life? What is stopping you from having that overflow? What is keeping you back from living a wealthy life, a rich life, and a fulfilled life? In this new season, guys, I want you to stop thinking about your circumstances. Stop thinking about what is happening with you, around you, and work on what is mental part of it. That comes from the mental side. What are you thinking? What are you believing? Okay, things may look bad on the outside. Circumstances may not be how you want them right now. You probably be so you feel so broke. You feel poor. You feel limited because you don't have the finances to do what you want. But at the end of the day, you have life. You are alive. You have food. And if you don't have any food, after listening to this episode, you will begin to have overflow. Because this is where we're going to be working on changing your mentality around things, how you see things, how you view things. And that starts from the within. So what are you thinking? What are you believing? What are you saying to yourself? I don't know if you know about this biblical verse, but life and death is definitely in your tongue, and there's no lie. If you keep walking around feeling like you're defeated, feeling like the world is is going to end, feeling like your life circumstances will never get better, be experiencing. So I want you to start see yourself in a different light, in a better life. I want you to start seeing yourself as being whole, as being restored, as being free, as having abundance. Take your time to take some deep breath, relax, script what you want, believe in yourself. What I did 3 years ago when I changed my broke mentality and my broke situation from not having money to changing the accounts from negative to becoming to have a better understanding of money, right? And managing my money better was I script my circumstances, because at the time I know that this was where my situation was. Do you know what I wrote on the paper? My shitty financial situation. That was my situation. It was shitty. And we have to be bold, and we have to understand that we have to face our financial situation head on and not act as if it's all good when we know that it is definitely a shitty situation. That's what it was. And I said, when I wrote it on the paper, I have to change this. I wrote everything down to a T. The accounts that were in negative, the bills that I owed, the credit card debts that I had, the car note that I was owing, and I begin to write them down. Because when you think of it, for you to actually change something about yourself or change your situation, you have to first acknowledge that this is the case. How can you change something if you don't know what it is that's causing you to have that negative emotion, that negative feeling, that feeling like you are not able to make it financially? It starts with the mental side, and that's why we are talking about mindset matters when it comes on to money today. Mindset does matter when it comes on to money. And for you to change your broke situation, your broke circumstances, the empty bank account, get rid of the bad debt, start to manage your money better, and be in a financial situation that is good for you, it starts with facing your financial circumstances. And that is what I did. Get rid of all the bad debt. Cleared out every bad debt I had. Paid off my car note. Paid off my credit card. Set financial goals. Start to increase my self-worth, so I was able to increase my income generating activities in my business. It begins with your mindset. So what are you telling yourself? That is what I want you to start working on. Look at your financial situation. Write it on a piece of paper. Get a blank sheet of paper. Get a book, a notebook, and work and write on it your money management book. And script a nice affirmation in that book as well. Because we are going to change the broke mentality. Because I already know that you nor I was just born to be placed on this earth to be poor in our mind, to be poor in our bank accounts, and to have a wallet that we're walking around looking pretty but it has no money. That's not the case. The goal is not to look rich, but the goal is to be wealthy in real life, have real wealth, real assets, that at any time something should occur, we can dissolve, liquidate, and make sure that we have money to take care of our financial obligations. So you're going to start today by facing the financial burdens. Some people that I know, they don't even know what is on their financial statements. You may have never even checked your financial statement. Let that become your best friend now. Let your money's journey become your best friend. Check on it. What are you spending on? What are the money triggers that is causing you to overspend on things that are not necessary? What is taking away your money? Maybe it's something that you can cut back on in the moment until you work on your financial situation. How about let us work and start cutting down some of those bad debt that we have with those credit cards, overspending, high interest debt. How about we try to get rid of some of those? So you're going to write your circumstances. What is it? I wrote mine 2.5 years ago and changed that within that time, because I realized that being broke was not good. You cannot be broke in your pockets and be broken in your spirit. That's not good. So there has to be an awakening. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing that is not right at the moment? What can I change to make my circumstances better? And this is where you begin to get onto the road of financial freedom. And freedom first occurs in the mind before it occurs in your bank accounts and in your checkbooks. Mental part of it, the mental side. Can you see yourself free from being poor or being broke? Can you see yourself free from the debt that you have right now? Can you see yourself having freedom in your finances, where you don't have to rob Peter to pay Paul, where you don't have to live from paycheck to paycheck, where you don't have to live on borrowed money, where you don't have to live on asking your family members to cover an expense because you don't have the money at the moment? Can you see yourself living this financial free life? Because I'm telling you, my friend, It is possible. It is possible where you can get rid of being the borrower to becoming the lender. You can be the lender and not the borrower. So claim this over your life today. I am the borrower. I'm sorry. I'm the lender and not the borrower. I shall lend and not borrow. I shall have overflow. I shall be the giver and not the receiver. And you keep that at the back of your mind. You etch that into your belief, knowing that you are capable of having much more that you can even imagine or think. That you can start to bless other people. Not just having money and just hoard money, but having money that you can give freely. That as you give, so shall you receive. Not giving with the intention of looking back for anything, but the way how you become so blessed, you have no other reason but to give to other people. That's what I'm believing for you, and that's what I know is possible for you. So I'm praying, like right now, that at the end of the day, you will begin to change your money mindset, your money belief, and start working on the mental side of your finances. Because for you to change anything, you have to work on your money mindset. Change your beliefs. Change the fact that you believe that you are just broke and your situation will never change. You don't need 2-3 jobs. You don't. If it is that you have one job, find a way. How can I start to have more? Think about a strategy. What business can you invest in? What can you start as a hustle to make some additional income that you can help to offset the debts that you have at the moment? But it first starts with changing the mindset again that you are not able to get out of debt. You can be debt free. You can get rid of the bad debt. You can live free from paycheck to paycheck. You can have abundance, and you can be the giver and not the borrower. And that's what I believe in, and that's how I want you to start seeing yourself. So get off the struggle bus. We're not on the struggle bus in 2021. We are going to stay focused on our financial goals. But first of all, we are going to work on our mental side, the money mindset. The fact that we know that we are capable of having more than what they say that we can have. What do you believe that you can have? Write your income goal. Start writing it on paper. How much money do you think that you need right now that you can live a life free? Freedom is not having a 7 digits in your bank account. It's about doing things that you love, things that you want to do anytime, without having someone telling you you can't take vacation this week, you cannot do this right now, we cannot give you an increase, or we can only give you an increase of a couple cents per year. Be the creator of your own destiny. Be the one who writes your own paycheck. Be the one who starts to write paychecks for others, because it's possible. But you have to believe in yourself. What are you believing? What are you thinking? Get your notebook. This is your money journey. And you're going to write on your notebook, I am no longer broke. I am no longer living paycheck to paycheck. I am the lender. I am not the borrower. I have abundance. Money comes to me easily. I do not chase money. And these are the things that you're going to believe. Repeat them each day. Repeat them each day. Affirm yourself in your beliefs. Write your money situation. What is it that's going on right now? Make a note of it. And then write how you're going to fix them. What is the goals that you have? What is the financial goals that you have? And you're going to write that as well. Because God cannot bless something for you if he does not see what you want. Keeping it in your mind doesn't help. He says, write the vision and make it plain. Write your financial goals. Make a note of them. And then ask the blesser to bless it. But the next thing you're going to do is you're going to get to work. Because faith without works is dead. So if you're believing for something, now we have changed the mental side of it. You're believing, you have faith that it will be so. You're going to go to work. Get into action, get moving, and go get it. Thank you again for listening to another episode of the Broke is No Joke podcast. And today, I hope you got some insights and some inspiration to change the broke mentality and to walk into a new season of prosperity, knowing that you are wealthy. You have the wealthy mindset, and you're going to develop that mentality to move forward to accomplish all your financial goals. I am your host, Lotoya Jean, and until the next time, keep safe, wealthy people.